So yeah, Michael, do you want to give us a quick recap of the points as we go into the...
Steven has 0 points. He broke even. James has 5 and I have 3.
Challenge!
Furiosa, challenge, man.
What's our challenge, Ryan? Well, I'll tell you, Ryan.
What's our challenge, Ryan?
Well, I'll tell you, Michael.
What's our challenge, Ryan?
Well, I'll tell you, James.
Okay. What's our challenge, Ryan?
Well, I won't tell you, Steven.
Oh, minus a point.
We are now putting Steven in a soundproof booth as Ryan explains the challenge to me and James.
So I was talking a little bit about the mythology of Mad Max and how it's not necessarily the same person that's going town to town performing all these incredible acts. So what I want you guys to do is continue the story, continue the myth of the Road Warrior in whatever way seems best to you. Just tell me a story as if you were narrating it based on your previous experience from 50 years ago with the Road Warrior.
I remember when I first met Max Dufresne. He was a strong man here in Shawshank. I was a man that could get you things, but Max, he was a guy who could get things done. And I remember he was imprisoned by the bad guys.
I don't really remember what they're called.
I don't remember what they're called. It was 50 years ago, and I'm old. And now all I do is talk about penguins marching. He fought off the fairies more often than not, but I think he actually did the crime. He waded through a tunnel of shit to get to his freedom, and that was really cool. Used just a rock to chip away at his prison cell underneath the Rita Hayworth poster, and did the warden's taxes for some reason. And that's Max Dufresne.
I remember Max when he rolled into town. You notice a new face anytime anybody rolls up in this desert city. See, me and my family, we're water hoarders. There's not much in the desert, so whatever you get is the most valuable thing you can find. But I wanted out. I wanted to get out of there. See, they killed my uncle and aunt. And the only way out was Max. He had the fastest car around. Built it himself. It looked like a piece of junk, though. Anyways, he said he had to get away from some bounty hunter, so he was more than happy to oblige. He took us out away, and we found some princess somewhere, and then we rescued her. And then he got his money, and he ran. What did I expect, Max? He was always in for himself and no one else. But just when things would get their worst, just when all hope was lost, that's when Max would come back and swoop in and save the day. I remember it clearly when he said, "Yahoo! You're all clear, kid. Now let's blow this thing and go home." It was a desert star. Yes. We blew up the sand star.
I thought it was a desert star.
My memory's a little hazy, Morgan. It's been 50 years. And then he made out with my sister, that Max.
He was kind of scruffy looking, though.
A little stuck up.
Yeah. We'll call him a nerf
Wait,
herder.
who's scruffy looking?
We'll call him a nerf herder. He
Whoa,
herded.
hey.
He herded lots of soft balls,
All right.
plush balls. Nerf herder. He was.
Oh,
He was
okay.
herding nerfs.
Right. Didn't know where you were going with that for a second.
You want to hear another story about Max? Well, I could tell you a couple of stories. Way back, first met him, starved, left for dead, out in the middle of the road. We picked him up on our caravan. Figured we were heading to Bullet Town. Could use an extra man, just in case things get hairy. I remember we got in one tussle later on, further down the road. Max had recovered his strength. Well, we were attacked by a raggedy band, and we didn't know what to do. We were running low on fuel, running low on guns, running low on everything. Well, that's when the kid gets this idea, right? Grabs this knife, takes one of them right off of their car, slits his throat, opens up his guts, takes his intestines out, whips him around the hood ornament, swings through, and does a sort of like triple axle thing. I don't know. Kicks
An ice skating move?
Kicks 5 of them in the head, all getting around the hood. It was crazy. Man, you should have seen it. I'm not being as eloquent as I was a second ago because the action was that intense. But anyways, I could tell you many stories about the kid, but that one always sticks true. Good old Max. Wonder whatever happened to him. Oh yeah, that's right. He made out with that guy's sister.
Oh, and he also ended up starting.
This is my story. This is my story now.
No, he started a town that hoards pants, and I actually need to go there.
You need to get some slacks. Slacks to tying it back.
I see what you're doing.
Way to go.
James, that was great. I like how Rux, that was great. You really picked a narrator that resonated with me personally. So good job on you. You know how to play the game.
Yes.
But it worked out.
Yes.
I also like you really succeeded in where I was trying to lead you to get to. Where adapting this narrator persona, but then making up like a wild story and trying to tell like a huge action set piece just with your words only.
Unfortunately, I kind of faltered there at the end, but
Yeah, that's cool. I'm gonna give you 7 points. For that.
Shit. Nice.
Michael, where does that leave us?
Steven with 3 points. The team of me and Morgan Freeman with 8 points. And James with 12 points.
All right,
Whoa.
James.
Flawless victory.
Killed it. It wasn't fun.
It was
They got points.
it was a good victory.
but
pretty good.
It is a victory nonetheless. Congratulations, James.
Go James.
I'm happy
We
with
have like
that.
1 week golf clap at your victory from Ryan.
Hey guys, thanks for watching the challenge from the Mad Max Fury Road podcast episode of From Under a Rock. If you liked what you heard, if you thought it was funny, be sure to give us a thumbs up. And the link to the entire podcast that we pull this from is in the description below, so you can hear us not only make fools of ourselves in the challenge, but we can also review the entire movie for you, since it's a must-see and it's only in theaters. It's a rare occurrence on the podcast. So give that link a click and listen to the entire podcast. Next week we're reviewing Sailor Moon R, the movie, with Megan Camarena from Strawberry 17. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss that, and I'll see you guys then. Punch it! Whoosh.